What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Solrock and Lunatone Poison deck. There it is. It sounded fun to try and pair Solrock and Lunatone with the Poison package and make it so we have this built-in draw engine, and then we have this Solrock that can attack and do even more damage than it usually be able to do early in the game with the Poison from Brute Bonnet plus the Binding Mochi. And we also have Perilous Jungle in here. It's more of an idea and could definitely be tested a lot more. And I'm between Precious Trolley and Secret Box for the A spec, but going with Trolley just because I was enjoying it a little bit more. But if you don't know what Solrock and Lunatone do, we've got the Lunatone that says once during your turn, if you have Solrock in play, you may discard a basic fighting from your hand in order to use this ability. Draw 3 cards. You can't use this more than once per turn. And then the Solrock has the attack Cosmic Beam for 1 fighting. It does 70. If you don't have Lunatone on your bench, you can't do this attack though. But it's not affected by resistance. It is also not affected by weakness though, which is kind of unfortunate because if you have a fighting guy hitting for weakness early in the game, you know, with all those Mega Kangaskhan's and Lopunnies running around, that'd be really nice. But still, it's nice that it's not affected by resistance, hitting into those guys who resist. And then, of course, we have the Brute Bonnet with the Toxic Powder ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has an Ancient Boost or Energy Capsule attached, make both active Pokemon poisoned. And that with the Perilous Jungle and Binding Mochi. Binding Mochi says attacks used by the poison Pokemon this card is attached to do 40 more damage. And then the Perilous Jungle makes poison Pokemon during Pokemon checkup between turns take 2 more damage counters on non-dark Pokemon. So we are making our Solrock take more damage too, but that's not really a big deal. We also have the Baby Pecharunt here and quite a bit of other supporting cards. And the Premium Power Pro I forgot to mention. This is how Solrock usually does damage, and you know, you can increase it with this. During your turn, attacks used by your fighting Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So you can just play these throughout your turn and then eventually put up your Solrock and attach energy and attack. You don't have to have all of those pieces initially. So this, you just kind of play them as you get them, if it makes sense to. Boost your Solrock's damage, keep looking for more pieces, more Premium Power Pros, maybe your Binding Mochi, Poison package stuff, and then try and hit as hard as you can with the Solrock. I'll put the full deck list up on the screen so you can see it real quick. We'll go over the numbers a little bit more and then we'll get into the games. Like I said, it's more of an idea. It just kind of sounded fun because you can attack with the Solrock. It's a built-in draw engine, and what could we pair with it to make it do a little bit more damage and like support it? So the poison package gives us more damage, gives us, you know, Pecharunt, the baby Pecharunt, so when they're knocking out our Solrock, we promote the Pecharunt, and if they're poisoned, we get a little bit more damage that way. Of course, we can use Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, which is a crazy late game attacker, and with the poison, it's very strong too. I don't know how competitive it is. I think there's lots of ways to shut it down, but I think if it were to be optimized, it could be a little bit more competitive or compete with some decks. So let's go over the numbers. So going from left to right here, we have 1 Iron Bundle. We're playing 4 Night Stretchers. So Iron Bundle, I think, just makes a lot of sense to include. And if we're just trying to get knockouts on stuff, you know, we don't hit the hardest. So Iron Bundle can, you know, phase whatever our opponent has on the active to the bench, and we can get a knockout that way. It says once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. If you do discard this Pokemon, all cards attached. So we can get it back with a Night Stretcher and you use it multiple times, and then we can just, you know, do the whole phasing thing. Then we have the 1 Latias EX. Basic Pokemon in play have no retreat cost. Initially had 2 of this, but ended up going with the Pecharunt EX as well. And yeah, just 1 Latias I think is good. Then we can just pivot around. Our guys have huge retreat costs, so that gives us a way to have mobility. Then we have 2/2 for the Solrock and Lunatone, 2 Brute Bonnet as well, 1 Fezandipiti. I initially didn't have this, but it is really nice, I still think, because you can have your Solrock and Lunatone get knocked out, or both of them sometimes get knocked out, and potentially like later in the game finding a fighting energy plus whatever rock you're missing versus just finding a Nest Ball or playing Fez down, you know, gets you those 3 extra cards. Sometimes you do want to even draw more than just Solrock and Lunatone. So Fez, I think it's just great. Gives us a little bit more draw. 2 of the baby Pecharunt. Maybe you could go to 1, but this guy's nice as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot. Put 5 more damage counters on your opponent's poison Pokemon during Pokemon checkup. So if you attack with your Solrock and your opponent doesn't get knocked out and they don't retreat, so they're still poisoned, and then they knock you out, you promote this dude, and going back into your turn, they take the poison damage. You know, people have used that same interaction before, but we can do it with here in this deck because our Solrock's probably going to get knocked out pretty easily. We can promote this guy, get a little bit more damage that way. Then we have the 1 Pecharunt EX. Once during your turn, you may switch one of your benched dark Pokemon except any Pecharunt EX with your active Pokemon. If you do, the new active Pokemon is now poisoned. I like this instead of just like 2 Latias, because we could use this to just throw this guy in the active spot, and then with Brute Bonnet, poison our opponent's active and poison. Gives us that play. It also gives us the play later on in the game to be able to use Latias plus this dude to be able to attack back-to-back with Bloodmoon Ursaluna. It has the ability Season skill. Bloodmoon used by this Pokemon costs 1 colorless less for each prize card your opponent has taken. This will be the way we're going to be planning to close out the game. So this gives us a way to attack back-to-back with it if it's not getting knocked out. This thing also can get us out of like retreat lock situations. I don't know. I haven't really had that come up, but I think having one of it and 1 Latias I'd rather do than 2 Latias. And then of course the one of this guy. Going with the Precious Trolley for the A spec, search your deck for any number of basic Pokemon, put them onto your bench, shuffle your deck. We just get to find the Solrock, Lunatone, Brute Bonnet, Baby Pecharunt, Latias, and whatever 6th Pokemon we may need in that situation, whatever we started with, you know. I like it because we can play less Ultra Balls or no Ultra Balls. We can even play more Nest Balls if we want to. Frees up space to maybe play like Pokégears. I wanted to go second with this deck anyways because I want to be able to attack with Solrock. So not going with like Carmines and stuff, and because of that, if we're planning on going second, I was going to be playing Lilies if I was going to be playing Secret Box, but because I think Trolley's a little bit better. We got 4 Arven to help find it. We're going second, then we can just have a really nice setup on our first turn. If we go second, we open the Arven or a way to find the Trolley. For the other trainers, we have 1 Counter Catcher, searchable off of Arven. We can go behind pretty easily, Gust on a item card. We have the 4 Fighting Gongs, search your deck for basic fighting energy card or basic fighting Pokemon, reveal it, put it in your hand. This is great because it's a Pokemon search and an energy search. We don't have like too few energies, but it is very helpful to find them when we need them, or find a rock if we didn't get off of the trolley, or if we need to dig to try to find the trolley or find other cards. The Gong is very nice. Then we still have 2 Nest Balls. I think being able to find our Ursaluna or our Iron Bundle or our Fez, like whatever we need after we've played our trolley, is really important. And of course we could always prize the trolley too, but even just finding rocks once they've gotten knocked out, if we don't have access to the Night Stretcher or whatever the case, I think it's still worth having some other Pokemon search. Then we have the 4 Night Stretcher, 3 Pokégear to try and find our Arven to open it, or other supporters throughout the game, the 1 Trolley, 4 Premium Power Pros to boost our Solrock. I really want to have as many of these as we can. So I think, I don't think it's too many to have 4. It's just being able to play them and have the rest of the deck flow together. So it's actually like helping you out. You don't want to just kind of throw them out unless the damage is meaningful that you're getting from them. Then for the supporters, we have the 4 Arven, 3 Lilies, 3 Ionos, and the 2 Boss. Lillie and Iono, I think, are the best like supporting or whatever additional supporters. In addition to Arven, some hand disruption, and be able to just shuffle draw 6 or 8, and then 2 Boss for some Gusts on a not item card that we can play when we're ahead. And then we have 3 Perilous Jungles, 3 of the Ancient Booster Energy Capsules, and 3 of the Binding Mochi. Without Secret Box, I want to have like a little bit higher numbers, but I don't think we need like 4 of this or 4 of this. So we have 3 Binding Mochi, 3, 3, 3. I think it's good. Then we have the 7 Fighting Energies. It's pretty fun. It's mostly like a single prize deck. I was considering an Air Balloon, but ended up taking out because I don't think we really need it. Like I said, if you were to play Secret Box, maybe play, you know, more Lilies, less Arvens, something like that. But then I found space is a little bit tighter. And also, you really need to draw into all of your other Pokemon if you're playing the Secret Box. Whereas with the trolley, you know, you can get them out. But that's the idea. Let's hop in the games, hopefully be able to show it off all right. All right. Let's see what we can do. The Arven build is not as fun if you get item locked, that's for sure. So hopefully that doesn't happen. We much rather be able to go second and play our supporter cards or Pokégear, try to find the Arven. If we go first, we really just, depending on what we're up against, we may just need to like play stuff. All right, we are going first. Gardevoir or Dragapult. If we see item, oh, whoa, couple of Gongs? What is this? We can donk them. Depending on, well, probably not, but let's see. Nah, we don't donk them, but this is pretty good. I think we play both of these for our Pokemon, because if we're getting item locked here. Wow, we prized both Lunatones. Well, I haven't had that happen yet. So, I think I'm gonna grab a fighting energy. Yeah. I don't know if we really want to put it on something. We could put it on this. Sure, what the heck. Cover the poison now. Yeah. Well, I don't think I wanted more Solrock or Lunatones. So it's just unfortunate we've prized two. At least we got Lillie. We can poison knock out Budu, hopefully get a rock off the prizes. Considering we went first, that's pretty decent. Just the prizing is pretty bad. All right, they're getting a Latias, probably. All right. And an Iono. I really don't want them to boss this guy up yet, since we don't have Latias down and we don't have access to our items. All right, some ghosts. A single ghost. All right. That's pretty good. If we were able to get Lunatone down, this would have been really cool. Hopefully they don't have their dark energy too. Okay, good. Thank God. Okay. That's cool. That doesn't turn off this guy, so that's good. All right, that's... I don't think we want to play it yet. We'll just do that. Okay. Could bump their stadium. We could bundle them. But I think they're going to be giving us like Monkey Dory or something. So I think we just knocked them out. And I even think maybe we put down the bundle. They'll give us Monkey Dory, so I don't think we want to use it. Just play it down though. I think playing it down is fine. And yeah, we'll just poison. All right, give us a rock. Please. Come on, man, we can't even fucking play our deck. I could see them just going for the Budu again, so that's why I'm like, let's just put the bundle down. I don't think they play rare candies, so I don't think we're going to be facing a Dragapult, but also if they do, then we can bundle around it. All right, they do play rare candies. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Well, they're probably knocking out... They may not have a counter catcher. And this doesn't get them Luminous. All right. Do they have a counter catcher though? What are they popping it on? Okay. That's more than fine. Please, wait, give us Solrock, please, give us Solrock, please. Let's go, or Lunatone, let's go. That's great. All right, so they're killing both those guys. I don't think we could kill their Latias, but it's possible. They're going to 4. we can get Latias off that. Boss. Okay. How much damage? I don't know if it's possible to knock them out. We need to add 140 damage. So we need like 3 of the Premium Power Pros and Binding Mochi. I'm not sure. Let's just do this. We grab the Latias. But Fez. Counter Catcher isn't live. How many of our Premium Power Pros do we have? I mean, we do need this. So I'm gonna grab that. And then we'll do this now. So we can draw, then we can... Or I could put the fighting on this, then Iono. We could also just hit into this and go for a 2-hit KO. I think we'll Iono and hopefully we just find fighting. Okay, well, we get Fez. Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed that fighting. Ah, yeah, we don't have it. We don't have nothing. Well, we can hit for... What are we doing? Only getting 100 on them. That doesn't seem too bad. So I'm just gonna poison them and retreat. I think it's possible we could knock them out next turn. Maybe it was a mistake putting down Iron Bundle, because if it wasn't down, I could have put down the baby Pecharunt. And then we probably would have for sure had the knockout. Yeah. But if we just knock this out, we can knock out Latias for game with the bear. All right, they have another Dracobolt. But I think they already attached the Monkey Dory, so they're not going to be able... Well, they probably play the Neo Upper Energy, so never mind. So they will be able to just hide if they want to. Oh, and that's Dawn, not Rosa. Or... Yeah, Rosa? Not Rosa. The other one, Hilda. Okay, so they can take 2, I think, because of a monkey. They can knock out Iron Bundle. And we can knock him out with Ursaluna. Just need to find it. I don't know if what's it called is in the deck. But we probably have a stretcher. Or a nest ball. Nope, we played 2 nest balls. So if our trolley's not in the deck, I mean, I'm definitely playing it. All right, we have that. I'll grab that then. And we can get bear. And then hopefully we get the other Pecharunt off the prizes. I don't think we want anything else. We'll grab an energy. I actually probably shouldn't have done this though. I think I should have fezzed and hoped to find the energy, but that's okay. Because I think we wanted that fighting in there. Alright, we're just gonna thin a bunch of crap out of the deck. Maybe now I shouldn't have done that in case of an Iono. I don't know. Well, we knock them out. They're gonna get Fez. We don't need a poison. They can win with a gust. Neo upper energy. If we find our Pecharunt off the prizes, we can win with Iron Bundle Pecharunt, or, well, they wouldn't give us Latias, but we could win with Pecharunt Boss. All right, well, we don't have it anyways. We could grab Solrock out of the discard and try and knock out Latias, possibly. Let's see. They need Neo upper energy, I think, and gust. Counter Catcher, Dragapult, Neo upper energy. I'm surprised they didn't grab it last turn. I think it must be prized. They could have just gotten it off the prizes though, so they probably no, they don't. Okay, they have Iono. All right. Yeah, I put too many fightings in my hand, I think. If we had our... Wait. It's not in the discard, right? No, I was going to say. If we had the EX of this, we actually would have had game. But we could still hide and hope they don't have it for a turn. Is there a reason not to go baby Pecharunt? They would win with Gust either way, right? So I think we'll grab the baby Pecharunt. Just poison and retreat into it. And now they'll be in range of the bear. In case we get Iono'd again, I guess. Yeah, they can't... They can move 30 and do 60, but 90 to anything on the bench doesn't KO. So Gust and they win, which they would have won with anyways. They can't counter catcher. So I think we win. Somehow we did it. I mean, Ursaluna did it. I don't even know what happened to begin with, but we'll take it. Oh yeah, we prized the Lunatone. And then the Pecharunt EX. Pretty decent game though. I think I just could have done things a little better. We'll just retreat into Ursaluna and boss up the Latias. We did get fortunate that we got Iono'd into a second boss. All right. Let's go Ursaluna. Not too bad. There it is. And there's the other Lunatone. So we weren't able to attack with Lunatone, or Solrock, I mean, because Lunatone was prized. But the thing about attacking with the Solrock needed knockout is we give them Fez. So that is something to consider when choosing Lunatone or Solrock over the Pecharunt. Let's go. No, thank you. Let's see what we're up against, and hopefully we open the Arven. We didn't, but we can discard some stuff and draw some stuff. All right, so now we go again. Is this the same person? I just want P. It's been like 10 seconds. It's been like 30 seconds. Nope, different person. Last person's name was Poop. All right, we drew a Gong. We needed that. Let's grab a Lunatone. And then I think we're going to grab another Fighting Energy because we want to see other cards. And I should probably look what the heck's in here. We have Brute Bonnet in our hands. Ursaluna. Latias in there. Iron Bundle Fez. Pecharunt EX. Little baby Pecharunts. Pink cards in here. We have some Night Stretchies. Got a bunch of those. Nice. Seems good. That's not how you should check your prizes, I'm pretty sure, but that's how I do it. All right. Pretty good. Knock them out with... Wait, can we Iron Bundle them and knock out this? I think we can. Grab that. Grab that. How do we do this? Let's grab extra stuff so we don't have to, we get to keep it in our hand. We could even grab something else besides this and then play the one from our hand after we use Iron Bundle. Like if we wanted to play Fez. I don't think we want to put Fez down yet though. I don't know. What's in our hands? We got the Fighting, which we don't actually even need to play now. That seems fine. Then we have the board open for another Iron Bundle. We can Night Stretcher for the bundle next turn. We can play that there. Do that. Poison, retreat into Pecharunt. And we could probably get the bundle back, actually. I think we do that right now. All right, this seems good. I do like this. Oh, yeah, that's good. Nice. And then if we need a little bit more damage... Well, yeah, if we need a little bit more... Well, okay, so they're going to item lock us. And if they play a Monkey Dory down, then we won't be able to play these. And then we wouldn't get a knockout. Unless we draw... Well, actually, okay, we just drew a Fighting. So we could draw and attach the Fighting. If we find our Binding Mochi, we can knock out a Monkey Dory. 110. 120 with poison. 140 with the stadium poison? My bad. Let's see. Do they just get another Dreepy or do they get a bigger guy? I know I mentioned retreat locking, but that would be, I don't know. I think you can, everybody knows how annoying that can be. We could get rid of our bundle and, well, if they retreat lock it, we can't. All right, we're just gonna get another poison knockout. Looks like. Okay. We'll knock out this, I guess, with poison. I mean, that, not this. Okay. We do have to poison our own guy, though. Probably worth drawing some cards. I mean, what do we even need, though? Another fighting in the discard is fine. I guess a boss would have been good. Okay, I think it's fine to do this because we have another one in our hand already, and I don't think we want to Iono. Then we do this. And then we'll poison. We'd rather knock out this, I think, than the Budu, because Budu we can always knock it out with poison stadium or poison this. This guy, we need the jungle. Yeah. So, if they ever, I don't know, if it comes down to just knocking out one little guy, you know, I think that's nice. I guess if we knocked out Budu there, though, we wouldn't be an item locked. Okay. All right, we're gonna get another knockout. Another Premium Power Pro. Do I draw more cards? I think so. We're down 2 gongs. We have more Night Stretchers than we have gongs. Just draw, see if we can find a boss. All right, no boss. We could play the Arven. I don't know if we want to, where would we want to put stuff yet. So I think let's just knock this out with the poison. We could retreat into something else. Nah, I think we just poison this. We're gonna have 10 damage left. Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, they have nothing. They have 1 card hand. They haven't played a supporter. They don't have any Dracloaks. They don't have any energies on this thing. Pretty sure we can't knock out a Dragapult from full, but we could use 4 Premium Power Pros and Binding Mochi this next turn and hit as hard as we can for funsies. Let's do it. I'm sure this makes the most sense. One, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how hard we're hitting. Let's see. I don't want to see the number until we poison ourselves. Hitting for 230. That's pretty good. Okay. I don't think we want anything else. I don't think we need anything else. Hitting for 260. 260 after the poison. That's kind of fun. Maybe I should have drew. But they rare candied it, so do they have another rare candy? All right, there's a ghost. We'll just poison and then retreat back into Pecharunt. Or maybe, do we want to kill a ghost maybe, just in case? I don't know, man. How many bosses do we have? We haven't played any. I think we'll just poison retreat into Pecharunt. Okay. Well, it's going pretty good for us. Let's see if they draw anything. They have a Dragapult in their hand. That is all we know of. They need Neo Upper Energy, Rare Candy, and then we lose 2 guys probably. I don't know, maybe I should have kept the draw going. I think Duskull would have made more sense to promote there since... Well, okay, they can do this to stall for a turn again, I forgot. So that's fine. All right, we are... Let's find a boss. I don't think we can knock out Fez. I could have been manually building up an Ursaluna, but we would need 5 energies to attack with it because they haven't taken a prize. Let's see, are they just emoting? Like, they have no cards in their hand, they have not ended their turn. I muted them after they emoted earlier, but... oh well. Back to muted. It's hard for me to think anyways. Alright. Let's find a boss. Nice. Should definitely find a boss. Okay, no boss yet. See if we find the boss. There's the boss. Killer Dreepy. I think. And we will knock ourselves out. I don't think I want to do that. If I poison here. Put down a second little Pecharunt. Or we just give them 1 prize. I think I'm gonna put down a second one. Hopefully this isn't a huge mistake. I don't think we want to give them cards, though. Keep them with their 0 card hands. And they're just, okay, they are still emoting. Nice. All right, so let's find that last boss. There it is. Let's go. Not too bad. I guess I could have retreated and knocked him out with Solrock. I'm not trying to PM. I don't know which is faster. That might have been though. My bad. Well, that was a pretty good time for us. Up against a opposing fighting deck. They had all fighting. So let's see. I thought that a Dancy coin was kind of cool because Dancy is a rock fairy. Technically rock. Then we got the Diglett sleeves, I think. And then the fighting box. And they're going first, alright. Does Lucario go first? Well, this isn't too bad. Ooh, we could knock this guy out with a Solrock. Which we have the attack. Just start taking them prizes. What do we need? We just need... Ooh, if they only bench this, bundle poison would also be good. But we can't knock them out with poison, so we need to bundle, knock them out with Solrock. All right. Yes. No prized pink card. And we'll get this instead because we already have one. All right. Good amount of other things. Prized a energy capsule. Prized. I don't know. Nest Ball. We have Iron Bundle. Solrock Lunatone. Fez. Or Latias, I mean. We have Fez too. Both Brute Bonnets. So I think the play is we go Latias, Brute Bonnet, well, Latias, Solrock Lunatone, Brute Bonnet, Iron Bundle. So we can poison them, well, we can phase them out, poison them, knock out with Solrock. Well, actually, we'll knock them out with poison still. So switch them around. Go for the old poison. Right? Yeah, go for the old poison. We want to knock them out with the poison. And I could throw this on now. I don't think we'd have to though. So I think we'll just wait. Yeah, seems pretty good. No Fez. They have to find their other rock of fighting energy. They have a Night Stretcher live now. Oh, boss is nice. Oh. Okay, no hand disruption. I do like that. All right, they got their rock. I mean, if possible, I think we just keep KOing their Riolus. Hey! That's I think we have another one. I think we prized one, but ooh, and they're just attaching? Okay, that's really good for us. Yeah, we're gonna boss Premium Power Pro. Booyah, Grandpa. And we have the Arven, so we can get another thing. Next turn. The booster capsule. And another Arven. Maybe it would have been worth... No, we literally don't have poison, so... Alright, they're getting the knockout on us. And a Lillie, okay. Makuhita. But we got a 3-prize lead, which we... Well, 2-prize lead. If we can avoid having to go through a Lucario, that'd be nice. That we can knock out with Ursaluna. Cosmic Beam. All right. I think we'll promote the big mushroom. Well. If we Arven, I think we can knock them out, right? We go Arven for the Mochi, or the Capsule, and the... Yeah, I think this is okay. And I want to find the Capsule. And is our other Solrock in here? I think I'd maybe rather Gong. I'm not sure, but I think this is fine. Grab that. Gong. Then we can Premium Power. Well, we could Binding Mochi, but I think we'd rather wait, because that technically does a little bit more, right? So then we Premium Power Pro. Poison them. They'll die to poison. And we could Lunatone, but I'm nervous we won't draw into the energy. Now they can't knock out our Latias yet, I don't think. Okay, that's good. I was trying to think, like, does it make more sense to play the Gong to get the guy out of the discard? I'm sorry, or play the Night Stretcher to get the guy out of the discard. And I think if we leave the guy in the discard, then our Night Stretchers are alive. But I mean, now our Fighting Gongs don't get us the guy out of the deck if this guy gets knocked out. But we had 4 Night Stretchers still. So, I don't know, man. Probably going Lucario, knocking us out. Things could get hairy. We need one more prize and then knock out Fez. Or we go for a 2-hit KO on this, and then we just win. We have the poison play available here. We can poison. Ursaluna we can't attack with, though, for 2 more turns. After this one. All right. Ooh, Lillie. Well, we need a Night Stretcher. We also need energy. And I don't know if we want to put Fez down. I think I need a Lillie myself here. Because I don't think we're seeing enough cards off Iono, and I don't think Arven gets us what we need. All right. That's not great. Can bump this, poison them, and hope for the best next turn. I guess I could put... You know what? I'm gonna put a fighting on this. This guy can attack. This guy... I think he can almost knock out Fez. I think he might be able to one-shot Fez. Or is it 1 damage counter short? I don't know. We need our Fez down. That's for sure. I guess now we also have a pivot with this, so that's good. All right, we put up this guy. Wait, no, we put up this guy, right? Wait, put up this guy. Ooh. How much would we do? We would do 90 plus 30? I don't think we killed them yet. Could I boss KO this? No, I can't retreat because I put this thing up. Yeah, so I can't hit with the Lunatone. Okay, I think I just try and find Solrock and we just stay with what we have here. Okay. Night Stretcher for Solrock. I think we'll grab a fighting out of the deck. We just need Gust. Night Stretcher or Boss or well, Counter Catcher will do it too. If they have Turo though, then we're kind of fucked. I don't think I was missing. Were we able to win there? I don't think so. If I put the fighting on this, maybe we would have been able to retreat and attack with the Solrock, but I don't think we would have been able to get the knockout. I guess we won't need the fighting energy for... We may need it to draw, though. Okay, I think we can just end. If they have a Turo, I think we just lose, though. Because they're getting knockouts for the rest of the game. Whoops. Is it in the discard? It is not. Okay. Harry Mama. Probably going to get rid of my Solrock, like Little Dick. It's fine. And we win with Lunatone. I'm pretty sure Lunatone just knocks us out. So I think we actually had checkmate. I guess if we just had the fighting. Oh no, the poison doesn't do enough yet, right? Yeah, but we can grab the bear now. I think that was in the deck. Just grab Bear Man. Maybe Arven would have been able to get us to knock out Lunatone too, but this is all right. Cutting it a little close, but we were aggressive to begin with. Put them in a, I don't know. They were coming from behind. Here we go. Game number 4. I forgot to mention, but Squawkabilly and Carmine and the like turbo poison cards or cards that you see with poison stuff and other decks. I think they could work, but if we're wanting to attack with the Solrock, we want to go second. And bench space for Squawk. All right, we're going first. When we want to put down like Latias, the double rocks, Ooh, well, we mulliganed and we are going first. So yeah, that's why I don't have the... Oh, but we drew the trolley. But we're starting the bear, so it balances itself out. Please start something that we can just kill. Let's go! Wait, fuck. We can't poison them, though. All right, I celebrate. Wait. We can draw with the gong. Maybe they'll forfeit. Oh, we need that. Okay. We'll play the Gong. Just get extra stuff out of the deck. What are we looking for? The Capsule, right? We have 2. Either way, this is not bad. All right, and we're getting item locked here. Do we want to just play the Night Stretcher and then attach a fighting to Solrock? I mean, I think the play is to item lock anyways. Does it make a difference if this guy takes 10 damage? I don't think so. All right, I think we just pass with Ursaluna in the active. But literally this is okay, if we didn't draw a trolley, this going first would not have gone like this. But I think just the Solrock and Lunatone lean more into going second if we're wanting to attack with the Solrock and not playing Squawkabilly, because you need, like, look at all of our freaking guys on the bench right now. Fortunately, we don't have room for bundle, but that's because we started bear. Nice. Well, maybe we can get... Maybe we can get Boss off of Pokégear. Well, let's look at the deck a little bit more closely. We prized 1 Capsule, I know that. Okay. Those Blaziken Dragapult, do they have... Is there usually a 3rd evolution in here? Or is there sometimes a 3rd? Yeah. Turo getting gone is nice. Okay, just another guy. I guess Dragapult's a draw and an attacker, so they don't need a 3rd thing. Excuse me, in Secret Box, have they played a supporter? They played Arven. What are they getting? Lillie and Arven. And Buddy Poffin. Okay, this is the thing. Oh, and they're just doing that. Okay. Well, we have the knockout because we have the fighting. We're gonna give them Fez this way, but I think we just want to start taking prizes. And I like our hand, so I don't think I want to play any of these. I mean, we could see we have Pokégear for whatever we want. Counter Catcher. I guess we don't need Counter Catcher. Night Stretcher. You know what? I guess it isn't amazing. All right, let's see if we can find. If we find the Capsule. Oh, that's great. Okay, yeah, that's good. Capsule, and we don't have to play the jungle. I think we do that. And yeah, I don't think we play the jungle. We're not getting hand disrupted because we saw they're playing Lillie. Yeah, that felt good. That was good. I think we did a good job there. I think it definitely made sense to play Lillie. And we can... They get an attack. Well, Torchic's in the active, and they have no fires in the discard, so... They probably play Neo Upper. Even though they have the energy acceleration with the Blazikens. Okay. That's kind of nice. Well, do we want to play anything again? I mean, try and find the boss, but I have to play the Arven to find the boss, so we can't play the boss. We just poison them and end. Do they die with this? Oh, no, we have to play the jungle, right? Well, perfect. Yeah, I think our hand's pretty nice, so... I guess we don't have a boss out, but I think hitting into the Dragapult is fine. If we can do that. And then we finish them off. Like go for a 2-hit KO. I don't know. All right, they're gonna hit into our EX probably and not take any prizes, which makes sense. Oh, they're gonna knock this guy out. Well, we could do big damn right now with Solrock. And actually, they have Artisan in play for us, kind of. That guy's a little kind of a douche. Should we just knock out something on their bench? With Bundle? Think we promote this. If we knock out something on their bench with Bundle, we can't KO Dragapult from full ever, right? Binding Mochi Bear hits 310. I think we do just need to hit into them. Let's see if the other Brute Bonnet's in here. Cool. And I think we have another Capsule. But then we need to grab the Gong. We have 4 Night Stretchers still. We have Counter Catcher. Man, we have 7 ways to find fighting, 11 with the Night Stretcher. How many cards in the deck? Oh, and we can draw with the Gong. I forgot. I thought we already had a fight. I forgot we already had a fighting on this. Huh, maybe I should have played the Premium Power whatever instead. I mean, we just need a 2-hit KO. That's 140. Hmm. $170. We'll be at 180, so we just need to do 140. They're gonna knock out Solrock and Lunatone though. I think we just hold what we have here. And if they stay poisoned, we can promote this guy and they'll take even more. So then like they'll for sure be in range of Solrock. Okay. Do they have a supporter or any other evolutions? All right, there's an Iono. Not super good. Okay. Counter Catcher would be live. Oh, and there are artisans in play still, too. I wonder what they go after. Do they knock out Lunatone or do they knock out Pecharunt? All right, they knock out Pecharunt. All right, we'll put up this guy. We just need the knockout here, which I think we can do. Just need to do 160, which we have, like, almost. And we grab a rock. And we just need Binding Mochi, Fighting Energy. I think. And then we draw first. Okay. I want to find Arven, I think. We have 2 Arvens, 3 Lilies. Okay, boss. Am I missing something? No, I think we just have to see if this next one hits. It did! Let's go! So we're doing 140 with the poison and the mochi, right? No. We're doing 110, 120, 150. Are we short? Maybe we needed the Arven there. Right, 140, but yeah, they don't die. So we needed everything here. All right. Sorry, this is hard to do this math or figure out what the heck's happening here. And we were Iono'd, but we were fortunate a little bit. But I mean, I don't know. We had a Pokégear. I think we did a decent job figuring it out. And once I get one more knockout, we can bear with an energy. We have boss in hand. We will be bossing that, I think. They have rare candies, though, so they could get a rare candy Blaziken. But Blaziken, does he need 2 energies or 3? Blaziken also has 320, right? Okay, there's rare candy. Oh! Did they win? No, this guy can't do it. Can't attack yet. What the heck? Okay, I think they do win. 20? That's pretty sick. No, they don't win. They have, my bad. They have 3, I have 2. That's really cool. I don't know how many of those they play. Those, well, it's not going to be live the rest of the game because they're going to go ahead. I think we can I don't think we bundle. No, I don't think we bundle. I think we just attack with Ursaluna, though. And then we just need to find the Pecharunt, the other Pecharunt, to be able to attack back to back with it. Okay, that makes sense too, though. All right, we'll promote this guy. Do we have a Solrock in the deck? No, we don't. But I think we can go bundle Solrock, Arven, knock out with Binding Mochi. So we get our prizes, or get a prize. I think we just want to take a knockout. If they have Gust, they win. If they, right? I think this makes sense. We use this now. Also, we have Nest Ball for the guy to attack. Well, if we could have attacked back to back. Because they attacked into us, we can't put up the Ursaluna because they probably play a Neo Upper and could kill us. And I guess we can knock them out if we had the stadium in play now. We're gonna have to get rid of an energy to attack. It might be better to try and knock him out with poison though. But it's not 100% guaranteed that we get the knockout. So I think we just do this. And we don't need to use the Mochi now, so that's good. But we do give them Fez. I don't know if I should save the Mochi or play it. I think I just save it. Wait, was Fez in the deck? Could I? Oh, I might have. No. Yeah, I think Fez was in the deck. I should have Nest Balled for Fez. That was a mistake. I think. We just need to get a knockout and we win. Yeah, they have Iono. I mean, we just need energy. Well, psh. And we can't attack into stuff without knocking them out. Because our Monkey Dory's going to knock out our Lunatone in 2 turns. Or they'll have 2 Darks and knock us out. We're down 3 energies. And we have 2 Night Stretcher, 2 Gongs. I guess it was probably like they were going to Iono us. But I should have played the Fez, right? And now I drew into it, so it just looks even worse. But I don't know. Oh, wait a second. If I played the Binding Mochi on Solrock, Solrock would have won. But then they would have put up Fezandipiti, so it wouldn't have mattered. Or the Blaziken. Well, they're attacking with Solrock. They're attacking with Monkey Dory. All right. Well, that's game. We'll take it. Well, I think we'll call it with that one. That was a pretty good showing for the deck overall. It happened a couple times where we were able to play two to four Premium Power Pros at a time. The one time they turroed their Lucario, which was kind of hilarious. We obviously top decked a Fighting Energy there to win the game with Ursaluna. Iron Bundle was good with the poison. You know, unfortunate prizing. You could prize both of one rock, and that sucks. But it happened one game. It didn't happen the others. It never happened when I was testing. So I think 2 of those is good. Also, the Pokégear was nice to be able to find our extra supporters. I don't know. Part of me still thinks you could play 4 Nest Ball in here, even with the trolley. And then you still have the 4 Nest Ball, 4 Gong to like help set up and find stuff, you know, besides for that, your big trolley turn, because you do need a continuous flow of like Pokemon, either with stretchers or Nest Balls, getting them, you know, getting more Solrocks when they're getting knocked out, or more Pecharunts when they're getting knocked out, you know, sometimes on their dead cards too. But they're nice to have most of the time. But the Pokégears were also very nice. I think that's pretty much it. It was a lot of fun, and it did way better than I thought it would do. So if you're just gonna try it out, there'll be a deck list in the description. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for chilling. See you in the next one. Peace.